USS Long Beach, designated CGN-9, was not just another warship, it was a bold statement of technological ambition, a floating experiment that redefined what a modern navy could be. Her story begins during the tense early years of the Cold War, when the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a global struggle for power, influence, and survival. The oceans had become front lines, and the U.S. Navy understood that future wars would be fought not only with guns and aircraft, but with radar, missiles, and nuclear energy. Laid down in December 1957 at Bethlehem Steel's Fore River Shipyard, USS Long Beach was conceived as something the world had never seen before. She would be the first nuclear-powered surface combatant in history. While nuclear propulsion had already proven itself in submarines, applying it to a surface warship was a daring leap forward. The goal was clear: create a ship that could sail at high speed indefinitely, without refueling, and serve as an escort capable of defending aircraft carriers against the growing threat of enemy aircraft and missiles. When Long Beach was launched in July 1959, her appearance immediately set her apart. Unlike traditional cruisers with sleek, graceful lines, Long Beach looked angular, boxy, and futuristic. Her massive superstructure housed powerful radar systems that dominated her silhouette. To some, she looked ungainly; to others, she looked like the future itself. Function, not beauty, defined her design. Commissioned in September 1961, USS Long Beach entered service at a time when naval warfare was undergoing rapid transformation. The era of big guns was ending, replaced by guided missiles and electronic sensors. Long Beach embodied this shift. She carried advanced missile systems capable of engaging enemy aircraft at long range, including Talos and Terrier surface-to-air missiles, making her one of the most formidable air defense ships of her time. Her nuclear reactors gave her extraordinary endurance. While conventional ships were limited by fuel consumption, Long Beach could maintain high speeds for extended periods without concern for refueling. This capability made her an ideal escort for nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, allowing entire task forces to operate globally with unprecedented freedom. USS Long Beach quickly became a centerpiece of U.S. Navy innovation. She participated in extensive testing and training exercises, proving that nuclear-powered surface ships were not only feasible but highly effective. Her advanced radar systems could track multiple targets at long distances, providing early warning and defense for carrier groups operating in hostile environments. One of the most historic moments in Long Beach's career came in 1964, when she participated in Operation Sea Orbit. Alongside the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier USS Enterprise and the nuclear-powered cruiser USS Bainbridge, Long Beach completed a round-the-world voyage without refueling. This unprecedented journey demonstrated the strategic power of nuclear propulsion. The task force sailed over 30,000 nautical miles in just 65 days, visiting ports around the globe and sending a clear message to allies and adversaries alike: the U.S. Navy could project power anywhere, anytime. As the Vietnam War escalated, USS Long Beach was called into action. Deployed to the Pacific, she operated as part of carrier task forces in the Gulf of Tonkin. Her primary mission was air defense, protecting aircraft carriers from enemy aircraft and potential missile threats. While her work may not have been as visible as bombing raids, it was absolutely critical. Without ships like Long Beach, carrier operations would have been far more vulnerable. In addition to air defense, Long Beach played a significant role in radar picket duties. Positioned farther from the main task force, she acted as an early warning shield, detecting enemy aircraft long before they could approach carrier groups. This role required constant vigilance, long hours, and absolute precision. The ship's radar operators and combat systems crews worked tirelessly, knowing that a single missed contact could have catastrophic consequences. USS Long Beach also made history during the Vietnam War by scoring the U.S. Navy's first confirmed radar-guided missile kill of an enemy aircraft. Using her Talos missile system, Long Beach successfully engaged and destroyed a North Vietnamese MiG fighter at long range. This achievement validated years of technological development and confirmed the effectiveness of guided missile warfare at sea. Life aboard USS Long Beach was unlike life on any other cruiser. The ship's nuclear reactors required highly trained specialists, adding a unique layer of responsibility and discipline to daily operations. Sailors lived with the constant awareness that they were operating one of the most advanced, and potentially dangerous, power systems ever placed aboard a warship. Strict procedures, rigorous training, and absolute attention to detail were essential. Despite her technological advantages, Long Beach was not without challenges. Her missile systems were complex and required constant maintenance. As technology advanced rapidly, some of her original systems began to show their age. Upgrading a nuclear-powered ship was far more expensive and complicated than modifying conventional vessels, and this reality would eventually shape her future. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, USS Long Beach continued to serve as a vital component of the U.S. Navy's global presence. She participated in numerous exercises, deployments, and operations during some of the Cold War's most dangerous moments. Whether tracking Soviet aircraft, escorting carriers, or demonstrating American naval power in contested waters, Long Beach remained a symbol of deterrence and technological superiority. Her distinctive silhouette became familiar to sailors across the fleet. The massive radar arrays atop her superstructure earned her nicknames and made her instantly recognizable. She was a ship that could not be mistaken for anything else, a true original in naval design. As the Cold War began to wind down, the Navy faced difficult decisions about its aging nuclear fleet. While USS Long Beach remained capable, maintaining and upgrading her systems had become increasingly costly. Newer ships, equipped with modern Aegis combat systems and more efficient propulsion, could perform similar roles at lower cost. In 1995, after more than 3 decades of service, USS Long Beach was decommissioned. Her reactors were shut down, and her once busy decks fell silent. The decision marked the end of an era, not just for the ship, but for the concept she represented. She had proven that nuclear-powered surface combatants were possible, but she also demonstrated the economic and logistical challenges that came with such ambition. Unlike some historic warships preserved as museums, USS Long Beach faced a more uncertain fate. The complexities of dismantling a nuclear-powered vessel made preservation impractical. After years in reserve, she was ultimately sent to shipyards for dismantling and recycling. Her reactors were carefully removed, and her steel hull was broken apart, piece by piece. Yet even in dismantling, USS Long Beach's legacy endures. She paved the way for future innovations in naval warfare. Her service influenced ship design, combat systems integration, and operational doctrine. The lessons learned from her decades at sea shaped how the U.S. Navy approached missile defense, radar technology, and nuclear propulsion. More importantly, USS Long Beach was defined by the people who served aboard her. Thousands of sailors dedicated years of their lives to operating and maintaining a ship unlike any other. They trained harder, worked longer, and carried greater responsibility than most, knowing they were part of a historic experiment at sea. Their experiences, standing watch in darkened combat information centers, maintaining complex systems deep within the ship, scanning radar screens for distant threats, formed the human core of Long Beach's story. Technology alone did not make her great. It was the discipline, skill, and dedication of her crew that turned innovation into capability. USS Long Beach stands as a reminder that progress often begins with risk. She was bold, unconventional, and ahead of her time. While she no longer sails the oceans, her impact can still be felt in every modern warship that relies on integrated sensors, missile defense, and sustained global presence. From the height of the Cold War to the end of the nuclear cruiser era, USS Long Beach served as a guardian of carrier fleets, a pioneer of naval technology, and a symbol of American ingenuity. Her story is not just about steel and reactors, but about vision, the willingness to imagine a future that had never existed before, and the courage to build it. Though her hull is gone, USS Long Beach remains anchored in naval history, remembered as the ship that dared to change the course of surface warfare forever.